Welcome to another episode of the Michigan Dynasty. Today, we have Senior Day at the Big House against a 2-8 Maryland team that is 0-7 in the conference. And we'll see just how important this one is. Michigan gets ready to take on Maryland. So, Maryland will be wearing their all white away alternate. From Michigan, it will be the all blues again. Wolverines versus Terrapins. I'll see you at halftime. Thanks for watching. Go Blue!
This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the winners of 10 straight, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start. On the move from inside is 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Maryland's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field. But what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. And David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
They'll run it from the gun. Dances away from one. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Makes his connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Oh, he wants it all. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. From the gun, the ground game. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Terrapins decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the return, it's Davis. Strikes the blow. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Michigan's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Using his legs, it's Marshall.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Wolverines are marching down the field. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give from the gun. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
On to attempt the try. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Terrapins in the hurry-up.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Safe completion on the screen. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first position.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really is.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. The Terrapins will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're in this play...
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He wants to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Terrapins want to crank the tempo.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to...
And the ball's free in the backfield. And the defense has it there, going the other way. Oh, the big fella running to glory. Touchdown, Michigan. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop, and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around, I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisiana Tech is on top, but it's not like Terry Bradshaw is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over Jacksonville State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Strong run on a pickup of 5 out to the 15. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the counter play. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get 1st downs and hopefully move the football.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Fighting off the defender.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Off play action. Moves away as he feels pressure. Boy, was he well protected. Finally lets one go to the left.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Slams ahead. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Fires into the end zone. Caught near the sticks. It's crease court. Touchdown, Wolverines. 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit, and if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him for the sack.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Going over the top. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. After misfiring, it's 2nd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Going for it all. And they can't quite hook up, trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. And the Wolverines, they'll try to get him on the fake. They weren't fooled. He is nowhere close to the 1st down, and they'll turn it over.
Well, that play's going to backfire in their face. They obviously thought they had the look necessary to go and execute that fake punt, but the defense, they were expecting it.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. He's going to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Coffee. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Terrapins have pushed it inside the 20. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Quickly complete. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Trying to get to it. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. It is good. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Pass is incomplete.
And a half number one, Michigan leads 21-3 over Maryland here on Senior Day. Michigan gets the ball to start the second half. Got some stats for you. Gallipo, 3 of 8, 47 yards and a touchdown. Marshall, 10 for 37 and a score. Brady pre-scoring 1 for 4 and a touchdown. But Michigan, the fumble recovery by Lee Anamewu, and he returned it 30 yards for the touchdown. And the Michigan Wolverines lead 21-3 at halftime. Let's get you back for the second half, which starts right now.
Michigan State. The Terrapins will kick it off to start the second half. Number 12, set to kick off. From inside the 10, here he comes. He only needs a sliver of daylight, and he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Looking for a productive play on first down. Starting this third quarter on the ground.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Nice move to stay on his feet.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. The Wolverines get enough to move the chains. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play?
Yeah, and this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country in first downs. They find a way to continue to move the football, run, pass, so much balance. This offense is so good.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and 4. They'll leave it with the lone back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. Right back to the well. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisiana Tech is on top, but it's not like Terry Bradshaw is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Jacksonville State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Got it in the middle, it's White. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense set for a first down play. Here's the give off the left side. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful in making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
And the Terrapins getting set on 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just...
And that ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. And I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. It'll be a draw.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on this. So you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Well, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Sweet cut there.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. It's reverse. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
3rd down coming up. On the ready.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Leaves it with the back. Makes one man miss. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. He has 89 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They'll try the run. They make the stop to the 19 after a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Second down coming up.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pushing ahead, a tough run, picks up 4, it's down at the 15. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. And the Wolverines get it past the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They want that clock to run. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the stomping has commenced. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable 4th-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. On first down, here comes this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Smashes through. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Quickly complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The sure hands, it's White. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is moving at a...
To the end zone, and it's picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
The Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. But they're cornering the market on fakes. Here comes another one. They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake.
And obviously you're trying to catch him off guard, but it didn't work. I'm not a fan of fake punts. I'd rather put my offense on the field and guys that do this for a living all the time and are really good at it. But
what a job to lay out and make the catch. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Now on first down from the 30. Looking to move it through the air. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They're bringing heat. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Maryland 10.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Power football with the run. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go.
Michigan defeats Maryland 35-10.
They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff,
We will go to Columbus next week. Play Ohio State. I believe what you see here, 5 of 10, 55 yards, 2 touchdowns, averaging 5.5 yards per attempt.
It's easy to look good on the field when you look that good.
Tapana, 17 for 112. Marshall and Tandy both had touchdowns today.
This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination.
There's the receiving stats for you.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Defensively, Edmond and Coffey both got interceptions. And of course, Lee Anamewo with the 30-yard touchdown. So, Michigan will go to Columbus next week to play Ohio State in the game. Matthew Boone, Drew Brinker, they both commit to the University of Michigan. Michigan will go on this week. Number 1, heading to Columbus to play a 4-7 Ohio State Buckeye team. Let's take a look at who they lost. There's 7 losses came to. They lost to Washington and Alabama, Wisconsin, and then they're on a 4-game losing skid that we need to continue. Lost to Stanford, UCLA, Penn State, and Minnesota. Oh no. But 92s. So Michigan. Michigan looking for it. That'll be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. I hope you did enjoy. Go Blue.